Well, how's it going, guys? I'm thinking maybe let's blast out a couple of trout lures. I got all my lines, or all my rods, have new line. Put it on yesterday. So I thought, being I put brand new 2-pound test on my ultralight, 4-foot ultralight. I like to wade around in the creek. Just blew my paint cup over, almost spilled it everywhere. But yeah, in the early spring, snow's on. I like to wade around in the creeks, looking for little trout. I like trout. I like to eat trout. I like to catch trout. They're probably the most challenging fish to me, anyway. In the creeks, anyway. I want to go over that one more time. I thought one coat would probably do it, but let's finish off this white pearl on these. I won't need any more white pearl anymore after this. This is just to give it a little sparkle. And I want to get the bottoms a little better. That's mostly what the fish are seeing. These kind of float because they're really light, really small. Which is ideal for the creeks that I fish. They're really narrow. In some places you can jump across them. Let me back flush this a little bit. Get a little more sprayage. This gun's really particular about pearls and metallics. You really got to mess with it. Alright, let's spray a thin coat of green across the top of them here and see what that looks like. Make sure that it comes down the sides even on both sides. We're not going to put a whole lot of green because I don't want it to be green. I just want it to be like a translucent green. Let's do a little more on the sides, on this side. Just the right amount. Look at that. Okay. I do have a little more left, but I just don't want to do any more. So let's leave that as it is, and I'm going to put the blow dryer to that and dry it out real good, and I'll be right back with the next color. Alright, I've got a little red. This is actually true red metallic. It's probably going to look more like a pink on this because it's so translucent. But we're going to go for it anyway. It's what we want, really, is the pink. But I got to be careful because red and green is brown. And you don't want too much brown going up the sides. She's pretty. Pretty. What I'm looking at when I turn it is the sides to make sure that the red's not coming up too far. because I want that white pearl to do its shimmery thing, and it brings out the shimmer in the green and the red. Of course, they're both metallic as well, but having that white metallic as a base really helped. Yeah. Sorry I'm waving it around, probably in and out of camera, but I want to look at it really good because we're not going to do a whole lot of this red. That's probably it right there. I'm just making sure I see it good when I turn, that they're both even on both sides, both lures at the same time. So it may be a little monotonous to you to look at me turning it like that, but I'm sorry to say I have to. There we go. See that cut right there? I'm trying to get that a little bit more shady so that the red is closer to the green there, but not here. And so that's why I turned it at a little bit of an angle to get that. This side's not bad, except for maybe this one right here. Get that angle right and just quick shot. There you go. See how it traveled more up in that valley or belly or whatever you want to call it. It made that white line just a little bit more specific, thinner. Yeah. Alright, there it is. Let's blow dry that, clean the brush out, and then we'll detail it. Be right back. Okay, we're going to try to get a little shot of blue across these gills real quick, and hopefully it'll spray for us. We're just going to give it a blast, a quick color that spot off. It spits a little bit, it'll be okay. It's just to reflect a little more light with a different color. All I wanted is on the gill area, just like that. Turn him. Let me put this down quick. Turn him. And we'll do the other side. Just want a little shadow of blue there. It's all going to go together with what we're going to do next here. Pretty much just want to cover where the gill plates are. This one's not bad here. That's pretty good. That's what we're looking for. Don't want to go too much up across the top because I want that green. But I think I'm going to give them all just a little blast across the top of the nose, just to even out the overspray a little bit from going up the sides. And I got just enough in here to do that. Cover the nose, just like that. Yeah, beauteous. Give it a quick shot under the nose. Voila. Looks good all the way around. They're pretty much even. Maybe a little more on this one, but even that's not so crucial because the fish aren't going to know the difference between you sprayed that one perfect and you didn't spray the other one perfect. You know what I mean? Alright, let's see how good this will work out. I kind of practiced a little bit. Just trying to find the right size dot. And I think these two are going to be my favorites for the right size for this lure. I mean, there's some big, I mean, yeah. So I went through them and checked it. You know, what I thought would be too small, I or too big. I checked it and it was actually just what I needed. But we're going to see what we can do here and see how it works out. I don't know what else to say about it other than just got to go for it, I guess. I don't know any secrets to this because this right here is the first time I'm trying it. So I'm just going to go for it. I don't know if one dot is all you're going to get out of it. Let's try. I'll try to do another one off up here somewhere. Okay, well, it immediately cuts the size in half, so, but that's okay. Random size is also as good as random pattern. I can see where you gotta be steady because it'll smear on you. Sorry for the hesitation. I'm trying to focus on not dipping it too deep. All it's really doing is setting a little tiny bead of blue paint. That one I smeared a little. Whoops. These helping hands are handy until they're not. Alright, I got enough on there for a little one I think I can do right here. Yeah. I think my problem was I was putting my finger here and moving, so I think I should just go right straight at it now. Just guide it down like this. It's actually working better than I thought it would. You could do this with the back of a paintbrush or a pencil or whatever, but I plan on doing a bunch of them in a bunch of different sizes, so it's kind of handy to have something that makes various size dots right from the get-go. I think I'll turn it over. I need one little tiny one. Right here. Oh, I almost smeared that. Nice. That's not bad. It's kind of scattered. Let's get some on the bottom here a little bit. This is one of those things I think you could just, oh, I need one there, oh, I need one there, and next thing you know, it's all blue specks. That's not bad. Interesting. I've never tried it before, so I'm hoping it comes out pretty good. Let's put one up here. Oh yeah. Alright, that's one color. Maybe, see, I'm already thinking, maybe one more there, maybe one more there. Let's leave it alone, and we'll let that dry, and we'll do that one. And actually, we'll do the other side. Once I get through fiddling around with it, I want to get it so I don't have to, you know, that looks pretty good. Okay, hopefully it's in the camera. I'm sure it is. This is a royal blue metallic that I'm using. So yeah, I got all my fishing rod or reels with new line, except for my secondaries. I have 4 primary rods and reels that I use pretty much all summer, spring, summer, fall. But I have backups for every one that I use. I have a secondary, not of the same brand reel or whatever, just a backup, period. 2 bait casters. I have, I don't know, 4 spinners, I think, spin cast. It doesn't really matter how I can see or go on, but I just make sure that when I go fishing that I don't come home with a broken rod or reel, and if I do, I'm not going to come home because of that reason. I just bought a brand new musky rig. I'm not a boat fisherman. I own a boat. I probably will never own a boat. For the only reason that I didn't even show up. I get bored too easily on a boat. They're not hidden. I want to go to another lake, which you still can if you're on a boat, but what a hassle. You know what I mean? I gotta get out of the water, gotta go to the next lake. When I can just jump in the van and take off and go to the next lake. Now, it's a totally different world, I know, I get it. That's not bad, huh? There is no I like that side better, so that worked okay. Alright, now let's get some real fine ones going right across the top, I think, huh? Like, boom, 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 boom. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure I want to do that. Or with a different color. I think I'm going to leave it and put the eyes in. Okay, well, the first one is rotating on the rotisserie with clear coat and eyes on it. So we're going to go ahead and do this one. I am going to do it the same color because I got a sneak peek of what it looks like with the clear coat and the eyes that I put on it. And I don't want 2 just like it. My paint dried out a little bit, so I added a drop of water and grabbed a little bit smaller of a dotter, or used the smaller end of the dotter to start out with. Maybe put a few more on this one than I did the other one. They looked a little scattered. These are much smaller. Later today, I'll actually go into town and pick up my fishing license. Sportsman's license, actually. That way I can hunt small game and fish on one license. Did more of a kind of a set pattern on this one. Just kind of da 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 da. And I like it already. Let's do the other side. Get her done! You know, I use that phrase often and I don't even really like that comedian. Nothing against him personally, I'm not into phrases that really don't go anywhere. People overuse them. Maybe I won't make it look like such a pattern on this one, just kind of on this side. The way the red blended in with the white after clear looked really good. Alright, you could sit there and get carried away with these, I can tell. Very easily get carried away with them. I have thought about putting a secondary color in on this one, but completely changed my mind once I saw how the other one looked on clear coat. So we are done with the dotting, and I am going to get set up to put the eyes in, and the next time you see me, I'll have them both sitting here clear coated. And this is what they've become. Not bad for a simple pattern to paint. Those little poker things work pretty well. Come out pretty good. I like the eyes in it. I like everything about them. They're pretty cool. That's fun to play with those little dotty things. I wasn't sure how that was going to come out, but yeah, they come out pretty good. It should work really well on the trout streams that I fish. It should work really well. I would not be surprised if they get bombarded by walleye and crappie in the lakes too. Probably bass too, but they're primarily just made for the trout stream that I fish. I'm not sure when Trout opens this year. I haven't even really looked. But I'm ready. I'm ready for all fishing. I cannot wait. It's been a long winter. But then again, I got a lot of lures sprayed this year. Last year I didn't get too many of them sprayed. But I like these. I like these a lot. They come out good. They're almost exactly the same. One's just a slightly darker shade all the way around than the other. I don't know if you can see it in camera, but yeah, just a little bit darker. Like I gave it one more stroke of green and one more stroke of red than the other. But that's it. Other than that, they're almost identical, except for the dots, of course. The dots aren't even identical on the opposite sides. This one's very scarce. That one's got a lot more. This one's got a whole bunch. That one don't have as many, but still has a whole bunch. There's nothing even about the dots at all. But like the fish can't see both sides of the lure at the same time.